Go.
My heart belongs to Riley because they saved my life.
I love Riley because they care about each individual patient.
Without Riley, I wouldn't be able to play with my dog Oreo.
Because of Riley, I can do cheerleading.
I love Riley because they help me be like me.
My heart belongs to Riley because my doctors have helped me overcome and cope with my Tourette syndrome.
I love Riley because they saved my life.
I love Riley because all the nurses and doctors are super kind and they know what you're going through.
Because of Riley, I can play tennis and run and jump on my trampoline.
Thank you so much to Riley donors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Riley donors.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
My name is Laura Priester, and I am the program director for Grateful Families. The Grateful Families program is for families who have had a personal experience at Riley Children's Health and gives them an opportunity to give back to the hospital. Primarily, there are 3 ways that our families are involved. So that is sharing their story, donating to the hospital, or fundraising. So that could range anything from lemonade stands to sponsoring a Riley wagon, all the way up to naming a space at the hospital or creating a named fund. Oftentimes when families first reach out to us, they know that they want to do something. And so when they connect with us and realize that we have a whole team that can help and support them, it's a very meaningful experience for families. I'm actually a Riley parent myself. My son is a patient. There's quite a community of us out there. We often find each other once we're thrown into this medical world that so few of us ever expected to be in. It's oftentimes very hard to explain what it's like to have a sick child to other parents or other families who luckily haven't experienced that. And so being involved with the Grateful Families program is just a really great way to connect with other families and also allow our children to connect with other kids who have had similar experiences as well.
Hi, I'm Chad. This is my wife, Carrie. We started the Cam Run 2.8 for the Riley NICU Bereavement Fund.
This has been our 6th annual Cam Run 2.8 this last September. And we started that race after our son had passed away. He had lived for 28 days. The first 2 weeks of his life were spent in the Riley NICU. He had had a stroke in utero and started having seizures shortly after birth. And after being there at Riley for 2 weeks, we found out there was nothing that could be done, but we could take him home on hospice. And he lived for another 2 weeks with us at home before he passed away in my arms. Started it for many reasons, but one of the biggest reasons was while we were there, the Riley NICU nurses had told us that we should really get hand and feet molds of our son. We were exhausted, we were bringing him home to die. You weren't concerned about hand and feet molds, but they had said, it's something you really need to get done. And they brought them back. They were incredible, just intricate little details of each hand and foot. I was so incredibly grateful that we had them done.
I wanted to give back to honor the Riley staff there, Cameron, and all the parents that may unfortunately lose a child, and hopes with this run and then the program help Riley provide treasured keepsakes to parents and maybe help them along with their grieving in some way.
What would we tell other people that might be trying to start an event of their own and honor someone, or they were just a patient at Riley and know how important the work that they do at Riley is? Find what you're passionate about. Obviously you're passionate about your child and the reason they were there, but what what sorts of things are you passionate about? We would do 5Ks together, so we kind of get the gist of a 5K or a running event. We would take other parents who are also involved in our event that have lost a child. We would take pictures of them and take quotes on why the keepsakes are important, and we would put those signs along the path, so when you're running, you're like, oh, okay, this is what my money's going towards. This is really a very important event. It's good to have people who are kind of in control or in charge of that event or that program at Riley to kind of tell people, hey, look, this is what your money has done. This is what you have raised. So they really know that what they're funding for, what they're giving to you is actually truly going towards something.
Made it to 2.8. We made a little special for his 28 days of life on this earth, just to kind of make the run stand out and not be the traditional 5K.
You know, part of the reason why you do the event is that you want to know your child was here and that they're still making an impact just like any other child, but also that other parents' kids that they have lost are making an impact. You know, they each create their own teams, and to see that each team is representing their child that they lost in the fundraising that they raise in honor of their own child, I think makes it all well worth it.
It's everybody's story on the day of the runs. We didn't get the opportunity to watch him grow, but you can watch this run grow and see how much bigger it gets, and it's just, you know, it's kind of our way of watching him grow up, you know, before our eyes, and what we actually miss out on until we see him again.
Back in 2018, she came to us, approached us about wanting to do a lemonade stand to help Riley.
Throughout the years I went to Riley, it inspired me to give back. So that's when I went to Mom and Dad, like, oh my gosh, can I do a lemonade stand?
So we've had community help by advertising for her. We've had community help by donations of lemonade and cookies.
I just really wanted to give back because it's a really amazing hospital.
When she was born at 39 weeks. She had weak eyelid muscles. They went in and took a very thin line and created eyelid muscles for her. Riley has always been there for us. They've done a lot of things for us and for Anison, and we want to make sure that other children and other families have the reassurance and the comfort of going to Riley. What I find very rewarding is Anison's excitement about her doing something to give back to other people. Every little bit helps, even just the littlest amount of money helps, and it goes a long way.
I'm really hoping that my lemonade stand inspires other Riley kids to be who they are and what they dream of.
This is a dream that Anison has, and we just want to make sure we continue to give the tools to her to complete her dream.
I'm just doing this to give back to Riley.
Over 90 years of hope and light, brightly shines its rays of sunlight and hope. Oh, there's so much hope. Ride in the red wagon, don't be afraid. With your help, we can have hope. When we're riding in the red wagon, murals painted by kids, painted with love, painted with stories on the walls. That the building brings, have hope, brightly shines with hope like a sun ray. Hope, it gives hope with your help. We can all have hope when we ride in the red wagon. When we ride in the red wagon. Thanks to all the doctors that are taking care of kids. Thanks to all the staff that give hope to everything. With your help, audience, we can say I gave more hope to Riley. Hope, have hope. Riley shines with hope like a sun ray. Hope, it gives hope with your help. We can all have hope when we ride in the red wagon. When we ride in the red wagon. Riley gives off so much hope. Riley makes you feel special. The red wagon. Have hope. Riley shines with hope like a sun ray. Hope, it gives hope with your help. We can all have hope when we ride in the red wagon. When we ride in the red
My name is Tila Hamilton. We are looking at TJ and Xander Hamilton, aka the Hamiltwins. They come up with that nickname for them at Riley NICU. So when they were born at 23 weeks and 2 days. Both of them had lung issues or chronic lung disease. Xander ultimately ended up with a tracheostomy, and then TJ had brain bleeds that ultimately cleared up, but it did leave a little damage. Riley has been absolutely amazing. I think that they gave them the greatest chance of survival and having as normal of a life that they could possibly have. They have flourished since they've been home. They just continue to progress, and we give the thanks to Riley. It's mainly the license plates, and I just ordered another one. I just purchased a vehicle recently, so I purchased another Riley plate. Anytime that we see any type of fundraising, always sure to give. We definitely are grateful that we are able to give back. They're so deserving, and they do such a great job. I can't say where my girls would be, where we would be today, you know, if they weren't flown here to Riley.
My name is Jason, and because of Riley, I can play basketball anytime I want. Plus, your donations help make this possible, so please consider giving today at RileyKids.org.